All right, good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to Build Exclusively with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Glad to have each and every one of you on the call on this morning. Today is May 31st, 2023, as of this recording. So it is Wednesday. So glad to have you all on. I'm about to pass it over to the one and only. She's referred to a lot of times as the freckles one. The young lady who brings bright sunshine in this. She calls herself a big kid at heart. Hey, so we always have fun. She's a foodie too. I love it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Deanna Marie.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Speaking of foodie, I could definitely go for some grilled fish and shrimp and cheese grits.
My goodness.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm. Come on. We got
with a good chilled apple cider.
all right.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
let me know what that tastes like.
I got you. Me and Grace will definitely deliver the detailed. Grace, you know what we should do? I gave this idea to my cousin and his friends a while ago because he works for UTMB. And him and his friends are always hitting up the little hole in the wall spots in UTMB. So he knows where all the good eating spots are. And I told him, I said, you and your friends should go to these places and go live, show your meal and
Yeah.
talk about the food and how good it is. And I said, and then you should have like your own little Facebook page.
Yeah.
And they never did it. So Grace, I think me and you should start going like to the little hole in the wall spots in Galveston.
That's it.
And we should order foods and then talk about the foods, because I told him what's going to happen is eventually people are, when they Google Galveston, if you use the right hashtags,
Right.
when they look up Galveston spots and everything, your page will come up and they'll watch you. And then businesses that would normally have, outsider business will start gaining more business, and then businesses will come to you and
Yes.
start advertising with you.
Yes. Affiliate program. We will pay you. Melissa does all the time.
So with that being said, I think we should do that. And I think every time we travel, we should do that in every city we travel to. Like,
Amen.
hook up with those in the local area, like Uncle Romy Rome or Miss
That's
Adonia.
Because you know,
or-
Romy Rome would show us the spots, okay?
Right?
Adonia will too.
Right.
You know, Miss Adrian will, okay? And Miss
I was about her name was coming up next. And we go with them, and they can talk about the cuisines of the city, and then we can talk about the meals we're eating. But him and his friends, they didn't follow through on it. So I think it's something for us to do since we like to eat. I like to try new foods. Grace will try it if I recommend it.
Yes.
But she does have her set meals, and I'm not mad at it because I do too. But anyways, sidebar conversation. Let's get back on subject. All right. So we have been talking about, we started talking about what we are struggling with who we are and how that affects our work. Yesterday, we talked about behavior at home equals behavior at work, and we went into lack of a well-defined purpose in life. Well, today I want to talk to y'all about working through lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity.
Punch us in the face day too. All right.
So in business, if the business doesn't strive to be the best in its sector, it might be stuck in a loop of average performance, missing out on growth opportunities. And then in a job, if you don't have the ambition to rise above the status quo, you may never advance in your career, losing out on promotions and recognition. So let's talk about this. What are you guys' thoughts on working through lack? First off, let's talk about this lack of ambition. What causes lack of ambition?
Oh, I don't know, but it's real. Listen, it is very real.
Health problems.
Oh, Melissa said health problems.
Health problems does give you a lack of ambition because you're so busy worrying about, Ingress, if you can take note of these, health problems. if you're dealing with health problems, it slows you down. You don't have the ambition to get up and move around. You don't have the ambition to do pretty much anything. You just there. Who else? What else causes us to have lack of ambition?
Fear and confusion. You
Mm.
still want to do something, but you're not sure what to do, or you start something and you get stuck and you get frustrated. So it's just all the stopping blocks and the roadblocks that we face will sometimes, take us out. And it takes us out in different ways, but the results are the same. I do nothing.
There you go.
Yeah,
Lack of vision.
Say it again.
I think,
Lack
did you say,
of vision
okay, lack of vision?
and not
Okay.
knowing your purpose.
All right.
When you're seeing, what's, how do you say this? When you're seeing reality through your eyes and not through your mind. Like I'm looking at my circumstances around me, like, man, got all these bills piling up. I ain't got the money that I want. Job ain't going the way I want, And
So
so,
lack of faith.
okay. Thank you for wording that for me.
Lack of faith. Okay. Let's get some other ideas. So what else causes you to have lack of ambition? I'll even throw one in there. Low self-esteem. The people you surround yourself, the people you surround yourself with. Your environment. Oh, and we're gonna talk this morning. We're gonna have a conversation about all of these, and then we're gonna talk about how artificial intelligence can walk you through these. Do we have any more?
The coffee you don't drink.
Come on,
I had to put that in there.
come on. That Folgers and that Starbucks, they got something going. They're gonna be big brands in the future.
Facts.
But no, that's a good point though. What you put in your body. What you put and don't put in your body.
The people that I'm trying to say how to say this, the people that are in your head, and I'm not talking about hearing voices. I'm talking about
Parents,
yeah,
your parents, your teachers, like you had that one person who you looked up to and they meant a lot to you and they said you're never going to amount to anything and you took
Yeah.
that and ran with it.
yeah,
And you tell yourself, well, I'm never going to amount to anything anyway, so there's no point in me doing more than what I'm already doing.
right. Okay, so how do I read that?
Actually, that falls into the people you surround yourself with.
Or even call it negative self-talk. Wherever it comes from is not
That one
necessarily,
too.
because you're in your head, you're hearing what you're not hearing. I mean, they may have said it, you latched on to the words that they said. So it's that negative self-talk that, or negative environments that you were in, other people's negative comments about you. It all kind of it relates to the same thing.
All right. Okay, I think we got some good ones to work with here. Your spiritual practice. You have a lack of ambition because of your spiritual practice. Do we have any more?
Maturity.
Definitely. Because while the numbers may say you're up in age, mentally, you could still be 5. All right.
Lack of understanding.
Knowledge gaps.
Facts.
All right, let's dig in. So, how does your health problems cause lack of ambition? And what can you do using artificial intelligence to work through that?
Okay. So if I know that I'm eating like trash, and I'm all lethargic and stuff every day. And say, you know what? Something got to change. I'm tired because I'm probably tired of it. Because nothing's gonna change unless I get tired of it. You know what? I'm tired. Tired of this. Need to get myself together. Come on, let's do this. Well, I go to Carlos, aka Chat GPT, and say, hey, and be real with Carlos, like you be real. For real, be real. I haven't been eating healthy. I don't like eating healthy because I think most health food doesn't taste great. But I know that I need to begin to eat healthy and to exercise so that I can live my best life and get the things that I desire and deserve. What are some things? Please give me some things, some healthy recipes to cook or healthy foods to eat that tastes good, you know, and some exercises for me that beginning out and continue to advance or something along those lines.
All right. Okay. You can, wonderful, Grace. How about we share your screen? And I want Grace to do this because
Okay. Well,
if
I have
I
to-
always do it. So go into Chat GPT and tell Chat GP. Grace, is your screen frozen? Oh, never mind then.
okay,
Oh, there
no, I'm
you go.
here. I had to disconnect the VPN and I
Oh,
so
no, I get it. I understand.
for Chat GPT to work.
I understand because having that VPN on Chat GPT will be like, nope, not
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good try. That was cute.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so health problem. Okay, so let's say it's not just eating.
Mhm.
Let's say you have high blood pressure or you have diabetes or something like that. So what could you ask Chat GPT to help you have a healthier lifestyle? Because we all know that what you put in your body affects how you feel and the outcome of how your day is going to go. For some people, if they don't eat breakfast, well, I know for me, my body will start talking to me. I get nauseous. I get a headache. I get hangry. I get attitudinal. When I'm hungry, it's like,
Yes.
okay, everything
Please.
has to stop now. Like
Please.
everything has to stop. I could be in the middle of driving. I'm gonna need to pull over and grab something to eat because when it hits me, it's like I just got gut punched.
Good.
But if I was eating properly throughout the day, that wouldn't be a process. So first thing, Grace, how many times should I be eating a day?
Good question. So, am I
Because,
putting that chat GPT? So
yeah,
people say
'cause
two,
this,
people say three. I don't know.
because this falls into health problems. If you're not eating, if you're not putting the appropriate amount of nutrients in your body, if you are not, there's a lot of different things that goes into this. And when you don't feel good, you don't feel like doing jack squat. I don't care who you is. You don't feel like doing nothing. And if you do it, it's not going to push you past mediocrity. It's going to be just enough to get the job done. So
It
first,
should be 5 to 6 times a day.
oh, look at that. Okay, Miss Sandra. So you're supposed to eat 5 to 6 times today, which is
3
breakfast,
meals.
snack,
Yeah.
lunch, snack, dinner, late night snack. So let's start off with, let's say you have diabetes and you're supposed to eat 5 to 6 times a day. So this is what we ask Carlos. You tell Carlos, hey, I've been diagnosed with, let's do type 2 diabetes. I think that's the one. I think that's the one. I've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This has drastically changed my day-to-day routine. I need to eat at least 5 to 6 times a day. And my day is so busy, I don't have time to do this. Can you give me 5 meals that I can meal prep that will help me manage my diabetes, make sure I eat enough a day, and give me the energy to work an 8 to 5. And there you go. Look at
Deanna,
that.
while that's happening, I want to be a big sister really quickly. And this is, and my heart, this, sorry, I'm trying to be teacher mode now, and I apologize, but here's the deal. All good and dandy for Chat and Carlos and Carlita, however we call it. But the first thing you need to do is go to your goddamn doctor. And that means men too. Go to your doctor and have a health checkup. We tend to be the last to go and the ones that need it the most. And when I say we, people of color in particular, but people in general, go to your doctor and have a physical. Everybody, I don't care how much money you have or don't have access to healthcare. We do not take care of ourselves, and half of the battle is diabetes and what we do eat. We're not healthy. Our patterns are not healthy. We don't sleep. I can go on and on and on. Men, ATS men, we love you. Go to the doctor. They're the worst at it. They don't like going to their physicals. Go to the doctor because they can catch things early enough where you can totally turn around your health care. And without health care, who the heck cares how much money you have? Sorry, I sound like a preacher, sorry, but I meant
No,
that. Go to the
no,
doctor.
you're absolutely right. No, Miss Adonia, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's one of the things that causes us to have lack of ambition, health problems. We're oversleeping, we're under eating. And then when we do eat, we don't eat the right things. And over time, that affects your body. Not only that, it's the energy you have around you. Having negative people around you will have the same effect on you as not eating well. You still have to go to the doctor. So no, Mr. Danya, you're right. You're absolutely right. So
I had one of our employees recently told me he was afraid to go to the doctor. I don't want to go. Something might be wrong. Exactly. Exactly. So by the time you go and that something's wrong, they may not be able to fix it. And then what? So
Right.
go. I'd rather know, maybe even live in fear for a while. I'd rather know and at least work on whatever the treatment is to try to get better than not know. And then you go and they say, guess what? You got 3 weeks. I'm saying, I mean, we're terrible about our health. Stop messing with your health because it's
Right.
all you really got at the grand scheme of chat ain't nothing with bad health. Period. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was on my soapbox. I'll be quiet.
No, Miss Adanya, you're perfectly okay. You're perfectly okay, but that is the truth. The number one cause of failure, according to Napoleon Hill, is health problems. If you're not at peak performance with your health problems, you're going to have the lack of energy. You're not going to have the drive. You're not going to have anything because your body is fighting. You have a mental, an emotional, and a physical response to illness. Mental response is, man, I don't feel good. I can't believe this is happening to me. Okay, here's one more thing to add to the pot. It depends on your maturity, as Miss Sandra added, depends on your maturity. Then you have, that's the mental, then you have the emotional. The emotions of going through the fact that you have issues, the emotions of going through the fact that, oh my God, something else is wrong. The emotions of going through what somebody else put into you, which is the people you have around you. I don't like going to the doctor. Every time I go to the doctor, I come out with something wrong. Or everybody I knew, whoever went to the doctor didn't make it. Or everybody who I ever knew went to the doctor came out with something wrong and they was perfectly fine when they went in. No, they wasn't. That's the emotion. So now you have all these emotions, and don't let it be something that somebody in your family died from, because then now you have this whole different type of mentality. Hold on, sweetheart. Now you have this whole different type of mentality. If your mother passed away from a certain type of cancer and the doctor say, well, this is hereditary, so y'all need to watch out for this. While you are growing older in age, the closer you get to your mother's age, you're going to be that emotion is going to be consistently there of, I'm nervous. You know, this happened when my mom was this age. This happened when my dad was this age. I'm almost their age. Am I going to make it past their age if they, there's a lot of emotions. And then you have the physical. Then you have that physical aspect of, man, my body's tired. It's fighting. It's fighting to heal itself. It's fighting to get rid of whatever virus or illness I have. And I'm physically tired. And all of this combined, you have no ambition to do anything. Because the mental and emotional stress itself weighs you down. So your health problems will cause you to have lack of ambition. I'm sorry, y'all, give me one quick second.
That's correct. While she's doing that. Okay, there she goes.
So let's pull back up ChatGPT, because the first place you can start is what you put in your body, which is number 8, to help with your health problems. And look, so now if you have lack of ambition, you're not trying to cook. You ain't trying to look.
True.
Look, you ain't trying to do nothing, okay? But look at this, a grilled chicken salad, which actually sounds really good. Marinate chicken breast in a mix of olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and herbs. Grill it, separate it. Then you have quinoa stir fry. Roll up for me. Roll up. Now, quinoa is actually really good. I've actually come to enjoy the rainbow quinoa. I've come to enjoy the rainbow quinoa. Baked salmon and roasted vegetables. And these are things that you can buy. A turkey veggie wrap. Now, see, that's my kind of meal right there. I could do some wraps all day, every day. I could wrap though. I can have all my stuff out, have my tortillas. Oh, spread a thin layer of hummus. And that is, let me tell y'all something. That thin layer of hummus goes a long way. It goes a real long way. Look, a Greek yogurt parfait. So now you have something for your in the middle snack when you have that sweet tooth. And you can use whatever fruits. So you can use artificial intelligence if you don't know. And mind you, Google is artificial intelligence. I just need y'all to know that. Okay. So you can Google it. You can use ChatGPT, whatever artificial intelligence you use. You can use to find out what your health problem is, and exactly, you can stop sharing your screen, Grace. You can use artificial intelligence to research your specific health issues and find out, okay, you know, what case studies have shown up for this, what not only case studies, but what other things. So y'all help me out. I'm not a teacher today. We're having a conversation. This is a conversational day. How else can you use artificial intelligence to help you with your health problems? I'm gonna tell y'all up front, I will have a master's degree in my health issue.
Right. I was gonna say, you could go to, YouTube has everything. So, you can look up videos about your health problems and people on YouTube do videos about the health problems, but also what to do to either to prevent the health problem, or if you already have it, what you can do to, for lack of a better word, get rid of them. Get rid of the health problems. So yeah, you can study those and find blogs, find articles about, your health problems or the health problem that you're facing. And, because there are tons of people, you're not the first person to have the health problem. You won't be the last person to have the health problem. So
Right.
go and find people who have experienced it, have overcome it, have mastered it, and go from there.
No, that's wonderful, Grace, because then that comes into number 12 that Miss Sandra said earlier, knowledge gaps.
Can
We
I
have
add to what
limited. Go ahead.
part? I just want to add to what Grace was saying, because one of the things I always practice and telling my children and grandchildren and people that I run in contact with, that a preventative measure is important. It's more important than trying to take care of something afterwards, because it will not only give you a clearer head about many things, it will help you to prevent anything that you may be what do you call that word? Conjuring up in your mind. So before you do that, just think about some preventative measures. And one of the ways to think about that is to go back in your family's history and find out what's been going on with them. And then you can go from there and look up all of the side effects and the measures that you can take to prevent that. Just take note of your own body.
There you go. There you go.
Sandra, like you're just saying.
I was watching the master classes, and I was watching a master class on this one guy, and he focused on foods. Let me see if I can find the quick notes real quick, just so I can where to put the note, because this falls in alignment with health as well as what you put into your body. What he said was, oh, y'all, I'm trying to find it. I'm so sorry. I know it's here. Okay, I'll come back to it. But he was saying how if you just sit back with your family, because what you eat is not, it's what you eat is not it stems from your history. Like you can trace your lineage by what you eat. So if you have if your family has a certain base that they use for everything that they eat, whether it's rice, mashed potatoes, corn, like what your main meal is. So we all do rice and gravy. If we don't do rice and gravy, we do mashed potatoes. If we don't do that, cornbread, like where you can follow what you eat throughout history to find out what your lineage is. But you can also follow what you eat and talk to the people in your family. Ask them, what are your diets like? And da 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 da. Okay, well, what health problems do you suffer with? And now you just pinpointed where all the health issues come from in your family. Because if everybody in your family eats the same exact thing and they have the same exact medical issues, guess what? Time for you to switch up your whole diet. It's not hereditary, it's dietary. It's not hereditary, it's dietary. And I mean, there are other things that contribute to it, but if you fill in the knowledge gaps, it'll help you with your lack of ambition. So let's move to number 2, fear and confusion. Let's open this one up. How does fear and confusion cause you to have a lack of ambition?
If I start something like Adonia was saying earlier, if I start something like, okay, cool, I got this. All right, so let me start this, and I get stuck on a point, and I get confused, like I don't know what to do. Well, after a while, if I'm still not knowing what to do, I don't want to do it no more. Let's move on to something else. I am no longer enthused about it. So yeah, that's where the confusion comes in. The fear, listen, I don't know if I can do this. What if this don't work? I'm a little nervous about this because I ain't never done it before. But yeah, I'm not comfortable. So yeah, lack of ambition right there.
Come on, y'all, let's open it up. This is a conversation. Fear and confusion. How does fear and confusion cause you to have lack of ambition?
Y'all act like we're not gonna have this awkward silence. Come on, Miss Audrey.
Well, it would definitely stop you from investigating anything, because if everything is flowing at you at one time, even if you're interested, because it's flowing all at the same time, it becomes confusing. So what has to be done is that you meditate. So it kind of aligns everything up with the proper mindset, so that you will think better, so that you can go better. That's one of the reasons I love what Tony and put in place, because I haven't dropped and I won't, and pass it on. And that is being dominant. Because if you think that you're able to dominate your thoughts versus your thoughts overruling you and running you backwards, you think that everything and how to do everything at once. It doesn't work. So narrowing it down in your mind becomes settled. And for that, you would have to use, well, I would say it's best to use a meditative form, so that you kind of align everything and sort everything out.
All right.
Sounded like you're just saying.
And Grace. Oh, go ahead, Sheena.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I had to turn off my Bluetooth. No, most decisions, basically 99% of decisions are made off of either fear or love. So you're gonna do what you're doing based on either fear of one thing or another, or love of one thing or another. So when confusion comes in. If you think about confusion, confusion is only living in the future because all you have to figure out and be in is this moment. So I'm worried, I'm fearful when I'm confused. I'm fearful of what's going to happen in the future versus focusing on what's happening now because I love what I'm doing. I'm scared of losing it, which causes me to manifest the loss of it. So as long as you're moving, if you're going to do something like, let's say, if you think of something like a proposal, like let's take it out of business and put the same situation in a love situation because most people can relate to that better. If I feel like I'm either going to propose to someone because I fear losing them or because I love them. It's going to be one or the other, but it's not going to be both. I might love them and still fear losing them, but I'm proposing for one reason or another. It's the same thing with my business. I'm either operating in my business because I love what I do, or I fear losing something, or I fear being in a certain situation, or I fear not having, or I fear having to continue to go to work until I'm 80. I'm moving in either fear or love. So if we make decisions in our business based off of love of what we do, or love of the outcomes of what we do, whatever the situation is, whatever it is that you love, if you move off of loving something, there'll be less confusion because you'll trust it versus moving off of the fear of it. And if you're fearful of something, or you're growing your company, or you're growing your life based on fear, 9 times out of 10, it's fear of lack or fear of something like that. You'll lose it and it won't grow because you're pushing that energy of fear on it versus that energy of I'm doing this because I want to do it versus I'm doing this because I have to. So that's how that ties in.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Y'all are on this morning. And that falls in alignment with what we talked about yesterday when it comes to a lack of a well-defined purpose in life. Because if you're fearing a situation and if you're moving out of fear and not in love and not out of love, and there's confusion there, you don't have a well-defined purpose, and you're just kind of like, well, I think I should do it for this, but I'm afraid this is going to happen. So, I'm going to move like this. Like, how many of y'all have moved in fear only to still live in mediocrity? It's okay. I'll fall on the sword. I mean, I just
Most people have.
right. There we go. So when it comes to fear and confusion, and I'm opening this up, how do you think we can utilize artificial intelligence to help us move through fear and confusion?
I mean, same thing we did with the health problems. You go to your artificial intelligence. Go ahead, Sheena.
Oh no, someone else started talking. I was just gonna wait.
Okay, just go to your artificial and your AI of choice, ChatGPT, Bard, whatever, and say, hey, I want to do this, but I am fearful of this. What could you give me? How do I word this? Could you give me something, and list out what you're afraid of? Can you give me a list of things that I could do to, remove this fear so that I can be confident in going and getting this done?
So do me a favor, guys. We're going to share the screen and we're going to have a conversation with Carlos to help us through fear. Let's let Sheena go, and then I want you to share your screen because something popped in my head to work with ChatGPT. So Sheena, go ahead.
So you asked about like AI technology thing, right?
Exactly.
You know that is not my strong suit. I do not. That's not strong suit of mine. But
You're not alone. You're not alone.
But what I do know is processes. And what I do is AI creates processes. So if we create processes that fall into alignment with what people love so that they see if they follow these steps or they go into this program, this AI will help you complete which task or tell you which task to complete to help you reach certain outcomes, then you no longer fear the future.
There
So
you
you just
go.
create the processes and put it in AI.
Okay.
And
That'll work.
because they trust AI more than they trust themselves.
Look at that. No,
AI can do almost everybody's job.
pretty
Almost.
much. Pretty much.
So if you just create a process that does your job, if you know what your job is or you know where you're going, you create a process that does that. And then you alleviate the workforce, but you also alleviate the stress of the future.
All right. Create a process. That's one way you can use artificial intelligence to move through your fear, your confusion, use it to create a process. And I bet you if you have that process in place, you'll definitely be aiming above mediocrity. Definitely be. Hey, so Grace, share your screen for me. Okay, we want a new chat for this. I have a business. And I have a fear of it closing in 2 years. This fear causes me to delay when it comes to making decisions or making rash decisions. Give me 2 scenarios of what I can do and what processes I can put in place for the next 2 years that will help me remove this fear and grow my business. My business is an online educational company that specializes in business, sales, and marketing. And let's see what artificial intelligence gives us. Look at that. So I have 2 plans now. It's giving me 2 scenarios that I can use. Scenario 2, build a strong brand and foster customer relations. I actually like this scenario better than the first one. Well, they both have their places. I like this one better because without a compelling brand identity, if you don't have a strong brand and foster customer relationships, you don't have no business. So now I have 2 scenarios that I can put side by side. I can print these out, I can put them side by side, and I can sit there. Okay, so this is what I'm afraid of. So now I can remove this fear based on these 2 scenarios. Now I have to choose which scenario is best for my company. So you have a strategic planning and market research. That's one scenario I could use. Or I could build a strong brand and foster customer relationships, or I can combine them and make them one. And now I have no fear of confusion. I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. And if I follow these steps, it eliminates the confusion that I have. And I can go step by step and ask ChatGPT or whatever artificial intelligence I'm using to give me a strategic plan for this section. So that helps me. So if I eliminate fear and confusion, well, you're not gonna be able to eliminate fear and confusion. That's a self thing. That's something you have to work on from your insides out. But it'll definitely help you with your lack of ambition, because how many of you, when you have like a step-by-step guide on what to do, you like, oh, I got this now. Move out my way. I know what I'm doing. Let me work. I have my step-by-step guide. How many of you are like that? Me too. And me too. If I have a step-by-step guide, oh, this is what you want me to do, and I got 50 steps that I can do. Oh, okay, just move out my way. I have no confusion. I have no fear because I know exactly what I'm doing.
Show
And-
me once and then I'm good.
Because now I'm about to put me on it, which means I'm about to have fun. You didn't say how to do these steps. You just said, here are your steps. Oh, I got it now. You'll definitely rise above mediocrity and remove your lack of ambition when you have no fear, no confusion. Now let's move to this third one. And we're going to open it up. How does a lack of vision stop you from rising above mediocrity? Lack of vision.
If I don't know what I'm doing, if I don't have a clear direction of where I want to go. Yeah. I'm just here.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. These mission and vision statements, I still don't understand which one is which. I just know one is what I'm doing, the other one is what it looked like. I know that much. Okay. So lack of vision, let's talk about it. How many of you have been in a state where you have had a lack of vision? Like you knew this is what I want to do, but as far as where I'm going with it, how many of you have been there?
Yep.
Right?
It's time to raise a hand.
So how did y'all work through your lack of vision? I'm gonna tell y'all what I did after y'all talk.
My answer was always before
You mute, Grace.
I knew about ChatGPT, I went and asked Google, aka Antonio. So that was it.
Walk in Google. Just type in 7 numbers. Like, hey, I don't know what this is. Break that down. Oh, appreciate you. Mhm.
That's it.
So for those of you who have, thank you, Grace. For those of you who have had lack of vision, how did you move through it?
Start with something small
Mm,
and
okay.
and then have a conversation with Antonio, and then he puts the vision into a cohesive flow chart. And he's doing it by accident because he's not talking about the vision for your company. He's doing something different.
There you go.
Facts. And I want to add to that because just being honest, I'm naked now, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm naked. I'm coming out in front. One of the things that I had to deal with before coming to you all was I had the vision, However, I didn't know how to put all of the moving parts in place. So because of that, I lost sight of my vision to a certain degree. So what would have to happen and what did happen was I had to surround myself with people who not only had a vision, but had a reason to have a vision. So it became my purpose to enlighten myself about anything surrounding what I had been through, what I wanted to accomplish concerning it, who I wanted to affect concerning that. All of that had to go into place. And because God blessed me and put me in front of people who were doing just that, and they were doing it on a daily basis, it kind of gave me, what you call that? Oh my God, something that thing they do that starts your heart again,
Is it
whatever that is.
defibrillator? Is it defibrillator? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah. It was like having that done to my vision and my purpose. Um, so I would definitely say to get a jump start and get around the people that makes that difference for your vision to be clearer in order to get to it.
All right. So thank you, Miss Sandra. You actually mentioned a couple of different things. She talked about, well, she mainly talked about the people you surround yourself with. You can surround yourself with people that have the same lack of vision as you do, and y'all just lacking together. Or you can surround yourself with people who understand and know their vision, and they help you and it rubs off on you, and now you're just flying. So when it comes to lack of vision, let's say you have an idea and you don't know where you're going with this idea, but you know you okay, so how can we use artificial intelligence to help us with our lack of vision? Sorry, y'all, I almost went into teach mode and I was like, nope, we finna make this conversation. That's why I paused myself. So how can we use artificial intelligence to help us with a lack of vision? I did it and didn't realize I did it. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. Go ahead. Whoever unmuted, go ahead. Floor is open.
I mean, it's just like the other ones we've been doing. You just got to go and be like Miss Sandra said, you got to go and be naked to chat GPT and just tell it, hey, I want to do this, but I don't have a vision for where I want it to go. You know, and just ask for help. And
So how does that look?
all of these 1 through 12, you got to ask for help. Really, you got to ask for help.
Yeah, you do. But
Yeah.
when we go to artificial intelligence, be it Mind Journey, Descript, Chat GPT, all of these different platforms, what does that look like? Like when we go to them, yeah, we're naked, but what exactly are we telling? What exactly are we telling? What are we telling these artificial intelligence companies, like platforms? I know I'll go ahead and say what I did. So when I started the process for the hideaway, I knew what I wanted, but my vision for it was smaller until I started working on it. And when I started working on it, I hit those issues of fear. And I paused for a second because it started becoming bigger than what I expected. And then my vision changed as I started working on it. So I would ask ChatGPT, this is what I want to do. And then as I'm listening, this is the importance of the people you surround yourself with, because I'm listening to conversations, I'm listening to Antonio's teachings, and I'm like, wait a minute, more has to go into this. So the more that went into it, the bigger the vision got. At first, it was just a house. Moving forward solves all problems. So if you have a lack of vision, just move forward. And you can start with ChatGPT, you can start with an artificial intelligence, but you have to start. You have to start. So the first thing I did was, okay, this is what I want to do. And then I asked ChatGPT, what are the top 4 cities in every state in the United States? So I have like, what, 200 different cities? There's 50. They didn't add another state, right, Grace? It's been a while. You know, stuff happened. We lose
What was your
it.
question?
I said it's still 50 states, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make sure my math is right. So 4 times is 200 cities. You know, they taking away planets. They may be adding
This is true.
states. I don't know.
This is
Okay, I
true.
don't know.
Yeah.
There's no telling what's going on in politics nowadays. They taking away planets. You know, what was it? Pluto? Pluto ain't even a planet anymore. I'm just saying, so much going on. Just moving planets, adding states. So I have to make sure my math was right, Grace. So I have 200 cities. That's a lot of damn houses. My vision, I had lack of vision when it came to that. I just asked a question. So when I did that, I'm like, okay, so that's 200 houses. That's a lot of damn kids. How am I going to reach these kids? So my vision expands because I went to ChatGPT and asked it one question, and now I'm thinking more. My vision is expanding because now it's like, okay, well, that's 200 cities. If I'm doing like 2 to 4 houses in every city, that's a lot. On top of, how do I reach these kids? So now I have to come up with a vision to reach the kids. But I moved forward and I used artificial intelligence to knock down the blocks as I went. It's not just a one-time thing. Artificial intelligence is not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to become more popular. It's going to expand. It's going to change. You have virtual reality. You have Apple is now, no, is it Elon? Was it Elon that was doing that? Or was it Apple? No, Apple. I think it's Apple. If I remember seeing it, Apple now has a robot that they're working on. So there's so much changing. So lack of vision will cause you to not want to move. Lack of vision will you will not aim above mediocrity. Oh, tomorrow is the first day of the LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Whoop, whoop. So that's lack of vision. So you go into artificial intelligence and you start asking questions. And the more questions you ask, you have to be like a big kid. Kids ask 202,000 questions a day. If you have a lack of vision, start asking questions. Kids ask parents. Parents don't know who to ask. We have artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is now our artificial parent. Hey, I got to reach these kids. How can I do it? Hey, this is an idea that I have, but this is my idea, but I have no idea how to get it to move forward. What do I do? Now let's move to number 4, lack of faith. How can we use y'all may think you can't use artificial intelligence when it comes to faith, but I beg to differ. So how can you use artificial intelligence to help you move through your lack of faith, to work through your lack of ambition? I've done it. Grace has actually seen me do it. Me and her had a whole conversation about it. Lack of faith.
She did.
It was funny too. It was real funny. I was going through all types of emotional stuff. So come on, lack of faith.
I mean, if you are a part of whatever faith you're a part of, you can ask ChatGPT about different sacred texts, if that's something that you are a part of or part of your practice. If you read the Bible and you want to know something, whatever, you got, okay, so I got lack of faith that this business is gonna grow. What does the Bible say about having faith? So that hey, I have, I want my business to grow, but I don't have the faith that it's gonna do it. What does the Holy Bible say? To increase my faith.
Okay, let's see. Hey, I have a company called Pop Rocks.
Come on, Pop Rock.
I am nervous because I'm not sure if it will work. I put in 20 hours a day and I am afraid it's not enough. What are the, no, I don't want to go there. I am a spiritual person and I don't know where to look for guidance when it comes to looking in the Bible for Bible verses to give me strength. Can you give me 5 Bible verses that will help me and solidify my faith in what I am doing? Strength and encouragement in your entrepreneurial journey
With Pop Rocks.
with Pop Rocks. Look at that. 5 verses that'll help me solidify my faith. But let's say you're not a Bible person.
Right. Maybe maybe you're Muslim and you read the Quran.
Good one, Grace.
I always wondered how to spell Quran. They told me it was a Q. Anyway.
Girl, it is a Q, and it's a cute you. Thank you, Grace. Look at this. Commit to the Lord, whatever you do,
Oh wait,
establish your
you still
plan.
had Bible verses in there. Right here at your question. Can you give me 5 Bible
Oh,
verses?
thank you, Grace. I thought I covered them all. Look at that. And whoever relies upon Allah, then he is sufficient for him. And seek help through patience and prayer. Look at that. But Grace, I'm not of the Muslim faith
Christian
either.
faith.
I don't believe in any of this.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah.
And since I don't believe in any of this, what else can I do?
Yes. Well, you can tell ChatGPT, I don't have a spiritual practice. But what can I do to, let me see your question again.
Oh,
Look
how-
at your bank account.
Listen,
Come on, Romero. Would y'all like to go on a quick journey of what I would do?
please.
Okay. So I'm talking to people and I'm questioning. They're like, well, you don't have faith. You don't have faith. You don't have faith. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. What is faith? Faith is a complex concept that has different meanings depending on the text in which it is used. Generally, faith refers to a strong belief or trust in something or someone, often without relying on empirical evidence or proof. It involves a conviction that something is true or will happen, even in the absence of complete knowledge or certainty. And then it continues, oh, look, outside of religious context, faith can also pertain to trust or confidence in a person, an idea, or a particular outcome. So if I'm questioning my business and what I'm doing, then I have no trust or confidence in this idea. So if I have I'm walking y'all on the path that I go. So if I have no confidence and no trust in this idea, maybe I need a new idea. So how can I build trust, faith in my idea? I know it will work, but others tell me I should probably just go get a job. Building trust and faith in your idea can be a challenging process, especially when faced with skepticism from others. So look at this. Now it's giving me some steps I can take so that I can build faith in what I'm doing, so that I can aim above mediocrity. So believe in myself. Start by developing a strong belief in your idea and its potential. Confidence in yourself and your abilities will be crucial in convincing others. So then this makes me ask myself this question. Okay, but I do believe in myself, or do I? What about me and my belief is lacking? Then you research, you gather evidence, you develop a compelling vision, seek feedback and validation, build a prototype or proof of concept, communicate. So if I have lack of faith, I can go to artificial intelligence, but you have to go without your avatar and be real. Y'all know when you were kids, I don't know if all y'all did this. Who as a kid had a little journal? Like
Me,
Melissa, were we separated at birth or something?
I swear I'm a mix between you and Antonio.
You really are. You actually are. Oh, bless your soul. If you had a diary, you used to tell your deepest, darkest secrets to your diary. Then you do put the little lock on it, then you tucked it underneath your pillow, but you hid the key somewhere else so nobody could see your deepest, darkest secrets. Artificial intelligence is now your diary. You talk to artificial intelligence, you tell artificial intelligence your deepest, darkest secrets, and it will give you an answer. So if you have lack of faith, I just walked you through my process. And mind you, I ask questions like a kid. Like I don't use like I just go at it because that's the only way I know how to ask a question. I will use the wrong words. As you see, I spelled Quran, Koran. I will misspell word. There's a lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of stuff. But artificial intelligence, if you ask it right, like you have to start with a question. You have to start with a question. So now let's move to the next one. We're not going to go through all 11 of these, all 12 of these. But I would like for you all to like sit down and really just think about. And here, I'll put it here for you guys. Actually, yeah, here. I'll put it here. So in business, if the business doesn't strive to be the best in its sector, it might be stuck in a loop of average performance, missing out on growth opportunities. That's if you're an entrepreneur and it's a business. If it's a job, if you don't have the ambition to rise above, and then we talked about, okay, so what things cause us to have lack of ambition? We've already talked about the health problems, fear and confusion, lack of vision, lack of faith. What about what about low self-esteem? If you feel low about yourself,
business ain't going nowhere, okay? Feel low about yourself.
okay, so how can we use artificial intelligence, any artificial intelligence platform, to help us with our low self-esteem so we can rise above mediocrity when it comes to our businesses, when it comes to our lives? Like, how can we use artificial intelligence to help us with low self-esteem?
First, you need to research low self-esteem. Find out the cause of low self-esteem. So
Okay.
you can be real with yourself and say, yes, I have low self-esteem.
Okay. Okay.
And then you go and research ways, videos, articles, blogs, or whatever, on how to overcome that low self-esteem. You know, you should have mentors like Antonio in your corner say, hey, you're God. God doesn't have low self-esteem. What are you doing? You know? And then, but you have to work on yourself every day. And as you continue to work on yourself, then you can go to artificial intelligence, but you could also go to artificial intelligence and let, ChatGPT or whatever platform you're on, and find out ways to overcome low self-esteem. First, there's a really good podcast on that, or a really good training course on that called Overcoming Low Self-Esteem. If you haven't seen that, you should check that out. And then as you're working on yourself, then you can go and say, hey, okay, now that I'm working on me, now I can go and now I have this ambition to go and get my business done, or whatever it is that you're doing. But you got to go work on you.
All right. Hey, Ibrahim, the floor is yours. Good to see you.
Ibrahim, if you're talking, you're muted.
Try it now. I don't know what's going on. Ask to unmute. Did it work? No, it didn't work.
You may need to go out and come back in.
Yeah. Try going, says host doesn't allow unmuting. Huh. And I'm hitting ask to unmute. Log out and log back in again. Let's see if that helps, because I'm asking to unmute and it is not. Put in waiting room, remove, report, rename. Okay. There are, okay. So while we're waiting for it, it's because, oh, okay. Gotcha. So until Ibrahim comes back on, oh, there he is. Look at that. That was quick. All right. Okay, it says he's joining. All right. So while Ibrahim is coming in, who else? Like, who else can? Oh, there he is. All right. Okay, we're waiting for his audio to connect. But you can use artificial intelligence. Okay, Ibrahim, will it let you unmute now? This is crazy. Oh no.
Oh, no.
What in the world? Let's see. Dang it. Okay. Hopefully we can get this all worked out with Ibrahim. Okay, so we were talking about low self-esteem. Okay, one of the things that I understand about personal development is it is a daily practice. It is a daily practice and not just a one-time thing. You can't, I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself, I'm perfect. And then something hits you and you'd be like, oh damn, I'm not perfect. I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself, I'm perfect. You're like, oh damn, I'm not perfect. Okay. It's a daily thing. So one of the things that you can do, and I'll share my screen, is you go into.
Okay. Now it's allowed. Yeah.
There we go. Go ahead, Ibrahim.
So Diana, I wanted to ask that if you lost your wallet and you were in an unknown place, you'd be scared, right?
Exactly.
And if you had an AI that could just bring you your wallet, what would you do with that AI to be less scared?
Keep it with me at all times.
More specifically, you'd use it to get your wallet instead of researching a way to find your wallet or asking it for the location of your wallet, because it can just give it to you. And there are some AI programs that can, instead of helping you with research like ChatGPT very well can, these AI programs actually get at the root cause of self-esteem. Sometimes people are surrounded with all this negativity and negative voices around them that are like artificially creating this low self-esteem. And all they need is someone positive to talk to. And there are so many AI apps now that can keep you company, that can that can give you a positive reinforcement, and that can hold you accountable, that can talk to you. So the productive self-help AI apps would be the search term, I guess. You'd go to Google for it. And I guess ChatGPT-4 could also help you find those apps, by the way. I'm actually, one of my writing clients is an AI company. And I've been researching so much regarding AI just because I have to write long posts for them. And one of the craziest thing, okay, Diana, I want you to discover this on the call. Perhaps Antonio is already aware of it and might have even disclosed it to the call. It's called synesthesia. Do you know about Synesthesia AI?
No, let's
Oh my God. My reaction alone in my apartment was like nuts. So I just want to see your reaction. Just go to YouTube and write Synesthesia AI demo. And you're gonna like, oh my God, it's crazy.
okay. How do you spell it? Synesthesia AI. I'm just going by synesthesia. Ah, there it is.
Yeah. Just the demo for it. Not the ad, just demo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Synesthesia. That one. Yeah.
Oh, let's check it out. Oh, hold on. I didn't share it right. Wait. I did not share my screen sharing right. So y'all need to be able to hear. All right, here we go. Let me minimize this.
Deanna, give us a link. I would love to look at it when I can.
I got you. Yes, ma'am. Share. Copy. All right, and here we go.
What does it mean to be human? Where is the line between person and machine? Or does the line even exist? No idea. I'm here to tell you about Synthesia. Alan here has a lot to say, and nothing but text to say it. Emails, presentations, tutorials, typing. It never ends. A giant, steaming pile of text. It's just not as engaging to read as it is to watch and listen. But with Synthesia, Alan can take that text and in just a few minutes, turn it into this.
In today's lesson, you will learn about how to set up for a perfect interview.
He doesn't need a camera. He doesn't need a mic. All he needs are some words and a browser.
Hello, Heidi.
Hello.
Alan would like to thank
Who
you
is
for the call
this?
yesterday.
With Synthesia, Alan can give anything a face and a voice, including his own. And with a little extra work, he can create a custom avatar who looks and sounds just like him.
In this video, I will show some tips on how to connect more efficiently.
Or sounds like him in a different language.
Die Berichte für dieses Quartal sind da und sehen toll aus.
Our CRM system is a great source of information to learn about our customers.
Now, it's easy for Alan to share anything he can type.
Once you have the data, it is time to map the customer's journey to the purchase.
Synthesia, turning text into something much more human. Well, almost human.
The presenter was AI.
Yes,
That
I
gr-
saw that.
To be human.
Yeah.
Wow. I saw that.
So basically, these are all real actors who have like signed contracts with Synesthesia to give their likeness to the app. Okay. And they've just recorded themselves talking, and then they're like the AI has captured their like motion and everything. And now whatever you type, the AI can make their mouth move in accordance with that. So you can literally just use one of these models without having to pay an actual presenter.
Look at that. So if you're talking about low self-esteem, everything that we've been talking about, there is an artificial platform for it. If you have low self-esteem, that means you don't want to be in your videos. You don't want to do any explainers. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. But guess what? You have stuff like this that allows you to be able to do that. It allows you to be able to work through that. It allows you, and like Ibrahim said, there are apps, there are all kinds of things. You can ask ChatGPT to give you a list of them. To give you a list of those apps. Thank you, Ibrahim, very much. I watched that and I was like, wait, a doggone minute.
Yeah, your head's probably like running like with all the possibilities now because of how like, oh my God.
Yes, so many possibilities. So many possibilities. One of the things that he did in there, which one time last week we were talking about customer relations. I picked up on the fact that he created a video just to send to somebody to thank them for the meeting. And it was him doing the presentation, saying, thank you, I appreciate. Talk about your customer relationships. So if you have low self-esteem.
Yeah, Deanna, I also wanted to add this one specific thing, that AI for now it replaces everything generic, everything average can be now done by AI. So for many companies, what it's starting to mean is that, oh, we're producing these long, for example, written posts that are well researched, have a human angle and everything. But now, because we can do it with AI cheaper or for free, let's just generate whatever. So they're bringing the quality of their stuff down because AI is not able to do it at the level of the humans. It might take a year or two to get there. What it should actually do, though, is that it should let you put in more effort in an area where no one is putting in any effort. For example, this video, like generated by AI, isn't better than an actual human presenter. But when companies are not sending any videos to their customers, they're just sending like written emails, then even this much of an effort looks like it's a lot. So strategic use of AI is very important.
Extremely important. Extremely important. So thank you, Ibrahim, for introducing us to Synthesia. Was that the name? I heard anesthesia.
Synthesia.
Synthesia. I keep hearing anesthesia. And but that's what we're looking at. So if we're struggling with who we are and how that affects our work, and we understand that the behavior at home equals the behavior at work, if we're working through lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity, let me tell you, artificial intelligence, any platform, if you have 100 posts that you want to schedule over the next month, you have platforms like, help me, Grace, Hero Post. You have platforms like that you can use. If you want to write blogs, but you don't think that you are, you're not good enough, there's artificial intelligence you can use for that. If you want to make motivational videos and you don't know exactly what to write, but you know how you want it to look, you can ask artificial intelligence and you can read it. If there's so much that artificial intelligence can help you do, but you have to do the work. There is still work to be done. There's still work to be done. But the thing is to utilize artificial intelligence, i.e. Mid-Journey, Synthesia, Descript, ChatGPT. It's use these things to help you rise above, because if you have the knowledge gap, let artificial intelligence help you. If you don't know how to edit a video, there's artificial intelligence for that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Makeuseof.com. Let's see what this is. Therapist mobile app. Look at this. Share my screen and bam, here we go. 5 AI chatbot mobile apps that aim to put a therapist in your pocket. Look at this. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm gonna say Wiser. You have Wobot. Wobot. You have Limbic. So if you're dealing with low, look, Rise Up. Oh, look at the emergencies. My current feeling is, okay, see, I like this app. My friend lied to me. Oh, Mind spa. I feel hurt. I feel scared. I feel anxious. I feel aggressive. I feel like punching a hole in the wall. Artificial, there's absolutely, there's artificial intelligence for everything. So let's not fear artificial intelligence. Let's use it to make us the best and greatest that we can possibly be. And then on top of that, that will help us work through who we are, especially when it comes to your lack of ambition. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed. I have the lack of ambition to get out of bed. Let me tell you something. Especially when you get in that right spot and the whole house is cold, but that one spot in your bed is like the perfect temperature. And you got the blanket around you just right. And you finally got your pillow in the most comfortable position, only for the alarm clock to go off 30 minutes later. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I have no ambition to get out of my coziness. But if I have a well-defined purpose and I've worked through all of these things that cause me to have lack of ambition, doing the workout, eating healthy, removing my fear and confusion. I worked through my vision. I know what my vision is. I had faith to get started and I have faith to keep going. I've changed the people that I'm surrounded with. My environment has changed. I moved from my old house, Grace. And I moved
Watch
from
it.
my old friend.
Watch it.
The older I get, the more that song makes sense. The older I get, the more that song makes sense. Ooh. And then
Maturity.
come on. I have the maturity. I'm working through the negative self-talk. And now I'm at a point in life now where, look, damn it, I'm 40. I ain't got time for all this. I'm tired of mediocrity. So my ambition to get this done is stronger than what it's ever been.
And what's funny about that is that not only do you not have time for it, you don't want to have the time for it.
Oh, Miss
Just
C.
saying. That's all.
Just
Just
saying.
saying. Because truth be told, you look back and you see how much time you have given these things that have showed up and have not produced nothing but blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Something that you just saying. That's real talk.
Keep just saying. That is real talk. I don't want to live the same year again for 41 years. There is so much in place that can help you move through what you're going through. Utilize artificial intelligence. Like Sheena said, her artificial intelligence, but if you, what's the word I'm looking for? Flow. If you drop your resistance, as Antonio tells us, if you drop your resistance to artificial intelligence, we would never receive Synthesia. And it's still synthesis. Stop changing my words. If you were resistant, you wouldn't be on this call and we wouldn't know about Synthesia. Do you know how many of you can do a course and just have your likeness there while you're teaching? You could be in your little circle, your little bubble with everything flashing next to you. I have already taken Synthesia and made a whole lot of stuff with it in my brain. A whole lot of stuff. And I'm sure y'all have too.
Deanna,
Yes, sir.
I have started writing IP with the hopes that one day AI will be able to animate on a level that it looks like professional 2D or 3D animation. Right now it can, but you still kind of need to be an animator on some level to be able to like do it. Once just anyone can make a 2-hour Disney movie with AI, I want to be ahead of everyone because I already have scripts. You understand? So I'm already putting in the effort for the AI that's about to come.
Come on. Like, I'm with Ibrahim. I have stuff in my brain that I'm about to put on paper specifically for 3D generated artificial intelligence. Because there's certain things that I want to do for kids that I understand they will not catch if it's not for them. I'm talking about AI generated vegetables and grains and herbs and flowers and plants and all this kind of stuff. And I'm ready for it. I just need it to come so I can go have fun. Ultimately, I want each and every one of you to just tap into your kid. Kids like playing with things. Kids like learning new things. I told you they ask 200,002 questions a day. If you stay in that mindset, artificial intelligence will be exciting for you. If you're a strategist, artificial intelligence is perfect for you because you can ask it to give you certain information so you can strategize. If you have a lack of vision, like we talked about, no worries. Artificial intelligence can help you with that lack of vision. What you put in, don't put in your body, your negative self-talk, your spiritual practice, your maturity. A lot of this comes with knowledge gaps. And if you use artificial intelligence, the only thing you really have to do is just study artificial intelligence.
How many of you have a book or a product that you like? You have a copy of that product. If you make spices, you have a bottle of or a jar of those spices. If you have a book out, you have a copy of that book. How many of you do? You don't need to tell me. Just just listen closely, because this is very relevant to you guys. DYVO. That's the AI that will turn your mobile phone taking a picture of your stuff laying on a sofa or on a shelf and turn it into studio quality product photography. I'm just going to put the link in the chat now.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you very much. There it is. Product and photos. Let me share my screen so we can see this. Ibrahim just showed up and just dropping. Look at all that.
Yeah, you guys are lucky because I'm working with like some AI startup, so I'm really like I'm overfilled with knowledge of this.
Look at that. All these different backgrounds. So you can have your book sitting on top of a beautiful, see, I like this picture. Flowing water. Look at this. That's a nice bathroom. How it works. There's no need for manual setup of product photography. You upload your picture. Adulting smells like early nights and steady paychecks. Big in cashmere. I actually like that. That's a Kindle. Okay. And look, now we're taking that product and placing it with a background. Look at that. All those different backgrounds.
That's cool.
Oh, I like this one.
Wait, where do you get? I'm lost. I'm lost.
It's in the chat. So what you would do, Miss Sandra, is you would take a picture of your book when it comes out.
I think in like on the same website, I think on the product page, it actually shows like a before photo, like in someone's hand or lying just on a bed sheet. And the AI just removes the background and just saves that product in your product catalog. And now you can just basically take that and put it on any background. You can like create backgrounds, snap backgrounds, like you're passing by and you see a great display. You can just snap a picture of that display and now you can put your own product on it.
Yep. And there it is right there. You take one good photo of your product and it automatically removes the background. Then you choose the background that you want it on, just like Ibrahim said. And then you design it. Don't include watermarks, text, signs, tell it what you don't want. You design your background. You do your scale, how you want it to look. Ooh, that looks pretty. I like that one. And then you make some more edits, add more products. And then at the end, it looks like this. So when you see these products that look like they're in the middle of a forest, they're not in the middle of a forest. They're just there. I like this background. It's all colorful. And that one. So there's artificial intelligence for everything. So if you're trying to figure out and you're struggling with who you are, you understand how it affects your work, then now you understand that, hey, I need to work through these things. I need to work through my lack of a well-defined purpose and work through lack of ambition. I want to thank you all. Y'all were so active today. I'm so happy. Y'all had the conversations with me today. I enjoyed that. We should do this again tomorrow. What do y'all say? Should we do it again?
I'm in.
Yes.
I love you, Donna. You are just the cutest thing. I love you. But I was gonna not say this, but I just want to say it just because I love AI too, because it has really helped me blossom my imagination. However, I'm also paying attention to what AI can possibly do that can harm us. So just be thoughtful. I mean, it's not the do all and fix all and the be all, but it's definitely an aid. But don't make it be your DNA, because the crooks that are out there, they're going to use it against us. And we need to be diligent and pay attention and be thoughtful of how much of our personal information we want to give it, because somebody is going to clone us literally and probably had a key to our house. So that's just me, because I happen to be that person that challenges everything. But pay attention to some of the news and stuff. It could be dangerous. It could take over the world, literally. Somebody's got to be on the other end, but it needs to be the right somebody. Okay, I sound like a service announcement. I guess that's it.
Come on,
robot.
Deanna, can you erase send those product links to Lana? But my computer's tripping today.
No, we got you. Definitely got you. We'll get those sent over.
First 100 product photos are free. So Melissa, 100 books, 100 authors already covered.
Look at that. I saw that too.
Perfect.
I saw that too. I really did. That made me happy. Y'all know how quickly I can go through 100 photos? Just because I like to play with stuff. Like, oh, let me try this one. Oh, let me try this one. Oh, look at this one. But no, I thank you all so much for being in conversation with me today. I enjoy the back and forth. I enjoy hearing your thoughts. I don't.
Wait, Diana, where's Antonio?
He is on. So he's been listening, but what's going on with Antonio is he's not doing any calls or anything until Rhino Leg is fully launched. So y'all have my beautiful freckled face until Rhino Leg is completely launched. But he's here. He listens to every call. He's actually listening in now.
I'm actually glad that Antonio for once is just doing one thing. For fuck's sake, the guy tries to do like 100 things at the same time. It annoys me so much because I can see where he'd be if he was just doing one thing. So I'm glad he's putting all his energy there.
Yeah, he's all into, and Ibrahim, wait until you experience rhino leg. It is, oh my goodness. Like
Looking forward to it. I'll be the first influencer there.
man, I'm super excited. And he has both rhino leg and Arlingbrook. So he has a lot going on. I'm just grateful that I'm able to be of assistance, and we can have these conversations in the morning, and we can trust me, y'all, it's stretching me. It's stretching me a lot.
Finally, I just want to say, since we're talking about self-esteem, one app to seriously consider is called Realm AI. Unfortunately, not on Android, just on Apple. Realm, as in realm, AI. So that app lets you take a selfie and then just upgrade it. You can like write a prompt that really like makes your selfie something that even you're attracted to. And to some extent, science shows that our brains adjust our image. Like what we see in the mirror is more attractive because our brain just adjusts it so our self-esteem is high. And for some people, that system is kind of broken. They don't see that 10% or 5% or whatever it is that's like added subjectively by our brains. Like Antonio's going to look in the mirror and say, I love my dreads. I'm going to look in the mirror and say, love my beard. That part is subjectively added on, even if you just have a standard length dread or a standard beard. That percentage of, oh, I like myself, is missing in the people who have a self-esteem issue, right? So you could literally shop your selfies to be that 10%, 15% better with AI, okay? So just you can say, make it 10% more beautiful or 20% more beautiful. And then you look at yourself and it's the same effect that a standard average human has looking in the mirror. So this is especially for people who, when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. It's not because what they see is wrong, it's that what they think when they see is wrong, and they can just change what they see to account for it. So it's Realm AI is a good app to, whether you want to just reimagine yourself in Godfather or shop yourself in a movie, or just you want to say make it 10% more beautiful, 20% more beautiful until you like your selfies. So this is specifically for people who have self-esteem problems.
All right, come on, Ibrahim. Oh, and Antonio said he was laughing at what you said. Realm AI. Okay, so I am pulling it up. Okay, it looks like this for my Apple users. It's the little purple thingy right there. Of course, my crazy tail is going to actually, oh, and then I put the link, the website link in the chat. Because of course, my crazy tail is going to go play with it because it's a new toy.
Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome.
And I want to say this. You have graced us with your beauty. It is definitely a melanin. I'm saying it real slow so that I can say the word right. Trying to anyway. It is a melanin extravaganza. And that's a t-shirt for you.
Hold on. Let me, I have, hold on, Miss Sandra, because I actually have a note app with t-shirt ideas. Where is it?
What?
Oh yeah. I keep
come on with it.
Oh, look, I'm looking for my folder. Okay. Where did I put it? I have it under what do we call t-shirts? Not paraphernalia. Merchandise. There it is. And what did you say again? It's called melanated. Melanin
Extravaganza, yeah.
extravaganza.
Thank you, Abraham.
Yes.
Boom. I love it. Then you put your colors that you like the most. And then you put your colors that bring out the mental parties that you're able to, what you call it, exhibit and push out on other people. Just saying.
No, that's wonderful. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, then Grace is gonna let us know what we have going on tonight. I was talking to Antonio last night and I was looking at something. I was looking at the chakra bracelet. Loved it, gorgeous. And I was looking, I was like, So the chakras are the color of the rainbow. The LGBTQ plus community uses the rainbow to identify. And I'm just gonna leave this thought with y'all. I'm just gonna plant the seed. Have y'all noticed how the colors of the chakra are also the colors of the rainbow, which is also the symbol that the LGBTQ plus community has uses to recognize themselves as well as, have you noticed that, well, the LGBTQ plus community members that I have personally had experience with they're free. And when I say free, they are living their life. They are a little more aware than the average person. And they chose the rainbow. That's what they use to identify it for others to recognize them. And the rainbow is the color of the chakras. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna let y'all stew in that for a little bit.
Wait, but you can't forget that the rainbow is the covenant promise of God.
You just added another level, Miss Adrian.
That's the original rainbow. That was why he put it in the sky.
And it's the color of the chakras, which is each level within your body. And if you look at how the chakras are leveled, then you look at how the rainbow is colored and look at the personality of those who freely and are authentically themselves.
This is why there are so many things, excuse me. This is why there are so many things that link up with the gems and gemstones and crystals and all of that tell you about what portion of you, like iron. Iron is important for you to have in your body, but you wouldn't hear people discussing it on a regular on a regular day or day. So there are so many things that are linked to that rainbow. There are so many things that we have no clue about. We have to keep remembering or not forgetting that Jesus said, there are so many things I have to tell you. However, you are living carnally and unable to accept it and or understand it. So there are things that we are not supposed to be judging, because once you get the understanding of it, then you go to another level. But if you're already condemning it or judging it or damning it, there's no way for your mind to be open to receive the knowledge that God has about it, which takes us back to the Garden of Eden. Because the number one rule was, don't eat of that. Don't go over there, don't go over there. And it opened up that doorway of good and evil. So we didn't have the evil known to us. We only had some of the good. And we were able to do exactly what God said for us to do. However, in them partaking of that, it released so many things we have no clue of and how to deal with and what to do with it and all of that. Just saying. I just wanted to say that.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Look, Ibrahim said, if caught in an LGBT shirt in Saudi Arabia, say it's a shopper shirt.
Facts.
I love it. I love it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this morning. I'm looking forward to having another discussion with you in the morning. Miss Gracie May, what do we have on the agenda for the rest of the day?
I will check with Prophet Jay and Coach Renee to see if they are having Pain 2020 this evening, because I know they just moved. So they may still be they may still be in the process of getting things together, but I will check with them. If we do have it, I will let you all know. It'll be at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. That's all for today.
Awesome. Oh, and real quick, for those of you who know Fabi, if you were in our leadership class and you're in our Pathfinder, Fabi and the baby are doing great. She had an adorable baby boy. Yay! So precious, so tiny, so tiny, but they're doing
The
well.
only time you can smell the feed and be happy with it.
You know what, Miss Sandra, you just made a good point. Because let me tell you, this 8-year-old over here, I'm like, dude, how old are you? What are you doing with your feet?
Don't forget them pits. Yo, I don't even want to tickle you there no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
But yes, she is doing well. Beautiful baby boy. So I just wanted to update everyone because we did talk about her. Also, Prophet Jerry and Otis got their first chapters. You will be getting your first chapters soon. And let me tell y'all something. I got the opportunity to read them. I'm buying these books. Let me tell you something. Because Prophet Jerry and Renee's book, it needs to be taught. It needs to be a class. People need to come and sit down. They should do it before they get married. They should do couples counseling before they get married. They need to go through this book. Let me tell you something. But I'm gonna let y'all buy it and read it for yourself. Let me tell you something, because I read some stuff. I was like, wait a minute. If I would have known this growing up, they should teach these in youth. They should teach it in youth groups so we can value relationships better. They should teach it to youth, because as a kid, your understanding of relationships come from the people around you, and the people around you are all screwed up, which means all their relationships are screwed up, which means you're going to grow up and have a screwed up relationship unless somebody teaches you. And that's every relationship, from the relationship with your friends, to the relationship with your parents, to the relationship with your significant other. Every single daggone relationship. Your personal relationships will reflect in your business relationships. And let me tell you something. It's just some people I don't ever want to go into business with ever again. My first business is certain people I wouldn't let touch it because I didn't trust them in my personal relationships with them. So ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let you touch my business. You got me all the way jacked up. Sorry. I don't trust you to watch my back. How am I trust you with my money? And again, that falls in line with the people you surround yourself with. I digress. I thank you all so much. Looking forward to having a conversation with you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern. Nope. I did that completely flipped. Wait a minute. 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, and 6 a.m. Pacific. There we go. I got it, Grace. I got it. Thank you all so much for joining us. You can plan better. You can dominate. I'm going to go finish enjoying my mocha coffee that I fixed for myself this morning. If you just add a little chocolate syrup to it with your dairy of choice. Mine is almond milk.
Love you.
Love you more.
Love you more.
You more. Thank you. And can you tell her that we love her and sending smooches to the baby.
I definitely will. I definitely will.